ठीक है, पाइथन शेल को जब भी आपने ओपन करना है, विंडो बटन प्रेस की, ठीक है, उसके बाद लिखा आपने IDLE, डन। ठीक है, IDLE पे क्लिक किया, आपके सामने ये पाइथन शेल ओपन हो जाएगा। क्लियर है? ओके, अब हम बात करते हैं इस कॉन्सेप्ट की, विच इज म्यूटेबल एंड इम्यूटेबल। ठीक है, अगर मैं पाइथन के डेटा टाइप्स को डिस्क्राइब करूं तो कहता मेरे पास दो मेजर कैटेगरीज आती हैं, द वन इज द म्यूटेबल एंड द सेकंड वन इज द इम्यूटेबल। ठीक है, अगर मैं इम्यूटेबल की बात करूं, इम्यूटेबल डेटा टाइप्स आर दोज डेटा टाइप विच आर नॉन चेंजेबल, म्यूटेबल डेटा टाइप्स आर दोज डेटा टाइप विच आर चेंजेबल। क्लियर? ओके, तो थोड़ा सा मैं आपको दिखाता हूं। फर्स्ट मैं जो लिखने जा रहा हूं वो मैं इम्यूटेबल को लिखने जा रहा हूं। अभी आपने सिर्फ कंसेप्ट समझना है, बाकी उसके बाद मैं इसको इन डेप्थ एक्सप्लेन करूंगा। डन? पाइथन क्या है? डायनेमिकली टाइप्ड प्रोग्रामिंग लैंग्वेज है। डायनेमिकली टाइप्ड प्रोग्रामिंग लैंग्वेज का मतलब क्या है? यू डोंट नीड टू डिस्क्राइब द डेटा टाइप्स ऑफ द वेरिएबल प्रायर टू यूज दैम। नाउ व्हाट इज द मीनिंग ऑफ दिस? कहता मुझे अगर मैं गलती से ऐसे लिखता हूं, आपने करा होगा C++ के अंदर, आपने ऐसे यूज किया होगा। ठीक है, अगर सेम चीज मैं पाइथन के अंदर करता हूं तो कहता है इट विल गिव मी द एरर मैसेज, तो ये मुझे एरर देगा। क्यों? क्योंकि ये डायनेमिकली टाइप्ड है। डायनेमिकली टाइप्ड का मतलब क्या होता है? कहता आपको डेटा टाइप्स को डिस्क्राइब करने की जरूरत नहीं है, आप ओपनली उसको यूज कर सकते हो। गेटिंग माय पॉइंट? ओके, just understand it. If I write this a is equal to 10, now what is the meaning of this? कहता this data type a belongs to the integer family. ठीक है, एक मिनट, ठीक है जी, this belong to the integer family। अगर मुझे देखना है कि ये किस फैमिली से बिलोंग करता है, then I have to press type a. Now what output you will get? Class of int। ठीक है जी, now what is the meaning of this? This a belong to the integer class and integer is mutable। क्लियर कॉन्सेप्ट? हाँ जी, अभी मैं आपको बताता हूं म्यूटेबल और इम्यूटेबल में डिफरेंस क्या है। जस्ट वेट फॉर अ सेकेंड। उसके बाद मैं अगला डेटा टाइप ले रहा हूं स्ट्रिंग। पाइथन के अंदर जब भी आपने स्ट्रिंग को रिप्रेजेंट करना है, या तो आप डबल कोट से रिप्रेजेंट कर सकते हो, या आप सिंगल कोट से रिप्रेजेंट कर सकते हो, या आप डबल कोट से रिप्रेजेंट कर सकते हो, लाइक दिस। बोथ आर कंसिडर एज ए स्ट्रिंग। क्लियर? ओके, नाउ अगर मैं इसके अंदर डालूं, जस्ट एंटर सम वैल्यू NITIN। NITIN क्या है? कहता है एक सीक्वेंस ऑफ कैरेक्टर्स है, चाहे तो मैं ऐसे डिफाइन कर दूं, चाहे तो मैं ऐसे डिफाइन कर दूं। बोथ ऑफ द केसेस आर सेम, देयर इज नो डिफरेंस बिटवीन S एंड X। सर वेयर इज प्रूफ फॉर द सेम? टाइप ऑफ X, टाइप ऑफ S। बोथ ऑफ द केसेस यू आर गेटिंग द स्ट्रिंग क्लास। ओके यार, अपनी तरफ से ना थोड़ा म्यूट करो, म्यूट करो। ओके, नाउ द नेक्स्ट इज द concept is the string. Now I think you clear about this string, what exactly this string is. Inside Python there is no need to define the data types of the variable prior to use them, like this. If you try to do this you will get the error message. Okay, the same thing I am using this Nitin with double quotes and with the single quote. Both of the cases are the valid cases inside the Python, and the type of the both are string, and string fall under the immutable family. Clear? Okay, now the next is move to some mutable objects. Now I am describing this list and this tuple. मैं इस लिस्ट और टपल को डिस्क्राइब करने जा रहा हूं। कहता जो लिस्ट है वो म्यूटेबल में फॉल होती है, जो टपल है वो इम्यूटेबल में फॉल होता है। नाउ अंडरस्टैंड दिस मेन डिफरेंस। अगर पाइथन के अंदर आपको लिस्ट को डिफाइन करना है, दिस इज द वे। ठीक है जी, अगर आपको टपल को डिफाइन करना है देन दिस इज द वे। नाउ वेयर इज प्रूफ फॉर द सेम? टाइप ऑफ L, टाइप ऑफ T। In the both of the cases L will be considered as a list, T would be considered as a tuple. Now this fall under the category of the mutable. Mutable का मतलब changeable. This fall under the category of the immutable. Immutable का मतलब non changeable. Now understand the concept of this. what exactly the difference between the mutable and the immutable objects, because this is the important one. Inside Python, it is most important that you must have familiar with the concept of the mutable and the immutable objects. Everything is object inside the Python. So now I am describing what exactly difference between these two, list and tuple. For the same, now understand it, this list and tuple both are the collection of the heterogeneous objects. Now what exactly meaning of the heterogeneous objects? Heterogeneous objects are different types. The different types mean, as you might have heard about the arrays. Arrays basically what exactly do? It's a collection of the homogeneous objects. But if I talk about the tuple and I talk about the list inside the Python, they would be considered as a heterogeneous objects. Now understand the concept first, heterogeneous, then we will move to the mutable and immutable concept. Now what I am using, I am defining this list, and the representation of the list is this one with these braces. The first element that I am taking, let's suppose I am taking the first element, that is the integer, the roll number. The next is the name of the person is Ram, and his marks, this is the float. Okay, so this is the collection of the heterogeneous object. The first element would be considered as an integer family. Second would be considered as a string family, and the third element is considered as a float family. The same thing inside the Python. The only difference between the list and a tuple is these braces. Now I am defining the second tuple like this. Okay. So only difference between the list and tuple is these braces till now. Now if I print type of L and type of T, this L is considered as a list and this T is considered as a tuple. This is the representation of the list and tuple inside the Python. Now understand the concept, what exactly the difference of the mutable and the immutable objects. Now understand little bit concept that is called slicing first, then we will move to the concept of the immutable and the mutable. Okay, if I do this L of 0, what output I will get? I will get 101. The first element, the index of 0, as we know with the arrays, always starting index is 0. Okay, if I do this L of 1, you will get this first element, that is the Ram. Okay, the same thing implemented inside the tuple. If I press T of 1, you are getting the same output, that is the Ram. This concept is called slicing. That we are getting the element that is present on the index of 0, we are getting the element that is present on the index of 1. Till now there is no difference between the list and the tuple. Now focus on the mutable and the what exactly difference between the mutable objects and the immutable objects. Now understand that carefully, because that is the important one. Okay, in the case of L, I want to change this name Ram to Ram Kumar. My requirement is, just understand the focus on my words, my requirement is that I want to change this Ram to Ram Kumar. Yes, in the case of list you can change it. Why so? Because this is the fall under the mutable objects, the changeable objects. Okay, but the second case, if I want to change the content, of the tuple, that is not allowable. Okay, you are not supposed to change this content, because this fall under the category of the immutable objects. Immutable are not changeable. Now understand, please focus on this, what I am writing, kindly focus on it. L, let print L. Now what output you will get? You are getting this 101 Ram 80.12. So what my requirement is, I want to change this name. Ram to Ram Kumar. Then what is the solution for the same? L of 1 is equal to Ram Kumar. Okay. So when I press L, what output I will get? I will get 101 Ram Kumar 80.12. Why so? Because list is the mutable object. Mutable mean you can change the content of this one. You can change any content. If you want to change this, yes, you are supposed to change it. If you want to change this, yes, you can change it. Let me show you one more example. Now this time I want to change these marks, that is 80.12. now I want to change them 88.24%. yes, now happily changeable. Why so? Because this is the fall under the mutable objects. The mutable objects are those objects which can be changeable. Now the same thing, if I want to try to tuple, immediately you will get the error message. Let me show you the tuple 101 Ram 80.12. now what I want to do, I want to change this Ram to Ram Kumar. Okay, if I try to do this Ram to Ram Kumar, immediately you will get the error message. Why so? Because tuple doesn't support item assignment. Why so? Because this is the fall under the concept of the immutable. Now keep this point into the mind. Immutable objects are those objects which you cannot change the content. Whatever you assign into the immutable objects, they are not supposed to changeable. But in the case of the mutable objects, if I talk about this list, if I talk about this dictionary, if I talk about this set, yes, you can change the content. But in the case of these immutable objects, if I talk about the number, if I talk about this string, if I talk about this tuple, yes, you are not supposed to change the content, because this is the important one. Because if I categorize the data types of Python into two categories, the one major category is immutable and the second major category is the mutable, because this one is the base for the data types inside the Python. Now just focus on these words, whatever I explained you. We don't know exactly what is string, we don't know exactly what is tuple, we don't know exactly what is list, we don't know exactly dictionary, and we don't know exactly set. My main focus for this point of time is we must have clarity about what exactly the difference between the mutable and the immutable objects, because I am repeating again, this one is the most important in the case of the Python, because this is the basic fundamental to learn this Python about the data types. Everything of Python inside Python is a class. Whatever I am talking about, if I write anything, that would be considered as a class. Clear? Now you can unmute yourself and you can ask me the question about what exactly the mutable and immutable, if you have any doubt. Hanji, please ask. हाँ जी, आपको डाउट है कोई तो यू कैन आस्क मी. हाँ जी, क्लियर हो गया कॉन्सेप्ट म्यूटेबल और इम्यूटेबल? ठीक है, बिकॉज दिस इज द इंपॉर्टेंट वन, क्योंकि अगर हमें आगे बढ़ना है तो हमें ये बेस सबसे पहले पता होना चाहिए, देन वी आर सपोज टू प्रोसीड फर्दर. क्लियर? ओके, ठीक है. हाँ जी, ध्रुव क्लियर है? काव्य क्लियर? एंड द थर्ड पर्सन इज तंजीत, तरनजीत, तरन. ओके तरन, क्लियर? ओके, हैव पेशेंस. ठीक है, थोड़ा सा आपको भी थोड़ा सा टाइम लगेगा इसके साथ फैमिलियर होने में, क्योंकि हमें आदत है ऑफलाइन क्लासेस की, मुझे भी बेसिकली आदत है ज़्यादा ऑफलाइन क्लासेस की, तो थोड़ा सा हमें एक दो दिन सेटल डाउन होने में लगेंगे. ठीक है, तो आपका भी थोड़ा फ्लो बन जाएगा. अच्छा, ठीक है. ओके, तो चले आगे बढ़े आप. चलो डन. अपने आप को जरा कर दो, म्यूट कर लो. ओके, so now proceed further. If I talk about this number, string, tuple, now I will elaborate all these data types. Apart from these we have more data types. ठीक है जी. तो फर्स्ट मैं जो अभी आपको एक्सप्लेन करने जा रहा हूँ, आज मैं सिर्फ इन 6 डाटा टाइप्स को ही एक्सप्लेन करूंगा, सो डेट आपको थोड़ा सा क्लैरिटी हो जाए पाइथन को समझने में. तो फर्स्ट आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट नंबर. एज आई ऑलरेडी टोल्ड यू, inside Python, keep this point into the mind, Python is a dynamically typed programming language. अगर मैं प्रोग्रामिंग लैंग्वेजेस को कैटेगराइज करूं तो दो मेजर कैटेगरीज आती हैं. द वन इज स्टैटिकली टाइप्ड एंड द सेकेंड वन इज डायनेमिकली टाइप्ड. अब दोनों में डिफरेंस क्या है? अगर मैं C++ और जावा की बात करता हूं, दे वुड बी कंसिडर एज ए स्टैटिकली टाइप्ड प्रोग्रामिंग लैंग्वेजेस. क्यों? क्योंकि इन लैंग्वेजेस में अगर आपको वेरिएबल्स को यूज करना है, इफ यू वांट टू यूज एनी वेरिएबल इनटू सी, C++ एंड जावा, it is mandatory to define the data type of that variables. मान के चलते हैं, एक छोटी सी एग्जांपल हम समझते हैं कि स्टैटिकली टाइप्ड और डायनेमिकली टाइप्ड में डिफरेंस क्या है. ठीक है, तो थोड़ा सा ये भी मैं आपको क्लियर कर देता हूं. जस्ट अंडरस्टैंड दिस सिनेरियो. ठीक है, अगर मैं प्रोग्रामिंग लैंग्वेजेस को डिफाइन करूं तो दो तरह की होती है, स्टैटिकली टाइप्ड, ठीक है, एंड देन इज द डायनेमिकली टाइप्ड. ठीक है, स्पेलिंग थोड़े से मिस्टेक है, नो प्रॉब्लम एट ऑल. ठीक है, अब स्टैटिकली टाइप्ड की अगर मैं बात करूं C++ और जावा. ठीक है, अगर मैं डायनेमिकली बात करूं देन द पाइथन. ठीक है, अब मेजर डिफरेंस क्या है दोनों में? मेजर डिफरेंस क्या है दोनों में? डिफरेंस ये है, अगर C++ में आपने किसी भी वेरिएबल को यूज करना है, इफ यू वांट टू असाइन एनी वैल्यू टू वेरिएबल्स, इट इज मैंडेटरी टू डिफाइन द डाटा टाइप्स ऑफ दैट वेरिएबल्स. यस, आपको करना ही पड़ेगा, उसकी डाटा टाइप को आपको बताना ही पड़ेगा. बट इन द केस ऑफ पाइथन, I am directly assign the value that a is equal to 10. Happily it would be acceptable. Why so? Because Python is fall under the dynamically typed programming language, where C, C++ and Java, these are fall under the statically typed programming language. So ये इंटरव्यू में काफी टाइम पूछ लिया जाता है क्वेश्चन, what exactly difference between the statically typed and the dynamically typed. Clear? तो इसका जो परफेक्ट आंसर है, इन स्टैटिकली टाइप्ड प्रोग्रामिंग लैंग्वेज, इफ यू वांट टू यूज एनी वेरिएबल, इट इज मैंडेटरी टू डिफाइन द डाटा टाइप ऑफ दैट वेरिएबल. बट इन द केस ऑफ डायनेमिकली टाइप्ड प्रोग्रामिंग लैंग्वेजेस, देयर इज नो नीड टू डिफाइन द डाटा टाइप्स ऑफ द वेरिएबल. दिस इज द मेजर डिफरेंस ऑफ पाइथन एंड C++ एंड जावा. तो अपने को ये थोड़ी सी आदत बनानी है कि हमें कोई भी इंट, कोई भी फ्लोट, कोई भी डबल, ऐसा कुछ भी यूज नहीं करना. क्लियर? ओके. नेक्स्ट कॉन्सेप्ट इज डेटा टाइप्स अवेलेबल इनटू द पाइथन. अगर मैं पाइथन के अंदर डेटा टाइप्स को डिस्क्राइब करूं तो मेरे पास जो कैटेगरीज आती हैं, इंट, फ्लोट, ठीक है जी, उसके बाद नेक्स्ट योर बूल, str. These are the data types which are available into the Python. List, set, tuple, dict. ठीक है, next one byte, byte array. Next is your frozen set. These data types which are mostly used into the Python. अगर मैं इसको एक्सप्लेन करूं, द फर्स्ट वन इज इंट एंड द सेकेंड वन इज फ्लोट. फॉर इंटीजर वैल्यू, फॉर फ्लोटिंग वैल्यू, वी हैव these two different data types. Now understand the concept. A is equal to 10. Now I want to check the type of A. This A fall under the integer category. Okay. Now the second time I am writing this 10.45. Now what is the type of this X? The type of this X is a float. Third time I am writing this one 10.69, this one. Understand this point? Now again if I want to check the type of Z, what output I will get? I am getting again float. So what we understand over here? Inside Python, we don't have long and double. तो ये पाइथन के अंदर आपको डेटा टाइप्स नहीं मिलेंगे. क्लियर? अगर मैं चाहे तो लॉन्ग वैल्यू की बात कर रहा हूं पाइथन के अंदर, तब भी मैं इंटीजर की बात कर रहा हूं. अगर मैं डबल वैल्यू की बात कर रहा हूं तब भी मैं फ्लोट की कर रहा हूं. जस्ट एक्सप्लेन वन मोर टाइम. आई एम यूजिंग दिस वैल्यू if this value I want to store inside C++, I have to define a, that is the long, but inside Python no need to define this is the long. Here everything is integer or float, so we are getting the class that is the integer. Same thing, x is equal to 10.764324. if I want to store this type of value into C and C++, then you have to define the data type of x is double, but here here everything is float or integer. So what we understand it, here inside Python we don't have this long and double data types. Clear? Now the next is one more data type is there, that is the complex. Later on I will touch this point. The next important one is the string. The next one is string. Now understand this. Inside Python, if I want to assign the string value, I can use these single quotes or I can use these double quotes. Both are considered as a string. Sir, where is proof for same? Type of this A, you are getting the output, that is the class of string. Type of this B, you are getting the same output, that is the class of str. So inside Python, whatever you are using double quotes or you are using single quotes, both will be considered as a string. Understand this point? Okay. Now the next one is, these are the important one. The next one is list, set, tuple and dictionary. Now understand this concept. The list, the representation of list is this one, as we already discussed. What is the list, what is the tuple? The list is collection of heterogeneous objects. The heterogeneous means you are assigning int type, you are assigning string type, you can assign float type. Yes. Now in Python, every index always start with 0. Always start with 0. If I talk about this 0 index, it will 101. If I talk about this 1 index, it is RAM. If I talk about this second index, it is 10.789. So now explain you one more time. L of 1, you are getting RAM. Later on we will touch this point, what exactly meaning of this. This concept is called slicing. Later on we will touch this point. Today we will just discuss the basics about the data types, what exactly data types available inside this Python. Okay, so this concept is called slicing. Later on we will touch this point. Okay, the next is a tuple. The representation of tuple inside Python is these braces. These braces. Okay, so where is proof? Type of T, you are getting this class of tuple, because this T is the tuple object. Tuple is again same. The tuple is again same, the collection of heterogeneous objects. What exactly difference? The difference is only for these braces, that's it, nothing else. Okay, the slicing concept is same. If you want to process the index of 0, you are getting 101. If you want to process the index of 1, you are getting RAM. If you want to process the index of 2, you are getting 10.789. Clear? This is the concept of the tuple. Now the important next is set and dictionary. Set and dictionary. Okay, so now the representation of set is inside Python. If we want to representation set, the representation of set is this one, the dictionary is this one. Both representation is same, but the priority of the dictionary is higher than the set. Let me show you what exactly meaning of this. Let's suppose you try to do this. Okay, and you are thinking it S is equal to set and D is equal to dictionary. It is not like that. The priority of the dictionary is higher than the set. That's why if I press type of S, you are getting the output is the dictionary. Type of D, you are getting again the dictionary. But yes, there is a difference between set and dictionary. Now come to that point. The dictionary is collection of key value pair, key value pair, where set is collection of heterogeneous, spelling again mistake, heterogeneous objects. Now understand this point in great detail. Okay, if I want to define the dictionary, as I already told you, dictionary is a collection of key value pair. So I am defining key 101, I am defining the value that is the Nitin. Okay, and second key that I am defining 102, and I am defining value that is Ravi. And again 103 I am defining, let's suppose, Raju. Okay, so this is the dictionary where 101 would be considered as a key and this would be considered as a value. 102 would be considered as a key, this would be considered as a value. 103 would be considered as a key, this would be considered as a value. Dictionary, keep this point into the mind. Dictionary is collection of key value pair. And if I talk about this set, set is collection of heterogeneous objects. Now what is the meaning of this? 101 Nitin 1 2 1 1 1 3 4 5. Okay, now see carefully. Both, if I talk about this dictionary, it starts with these curly braces and close with these curly braces. If I define this set, it starts with curly braces, it's and close with curly braces. Both the representation is same. The curly braces are same in the both of the cases. But what exactly difference between dictionary and set? The dictionary is a collection of key value pairs. It is the collection of key value pairs. This consider as a key, and after this colon value, this consider as a value. Prior to this colon, this is a key, and after this colon, this is the value. But here I differentiate the value with the help of this comma. Now if I type S, what output I will get? Set. Type T, what output I will get? Tuple. Type D, what output I will get? Dictionary. Type L, what output I will get? List. Now understand this concept. This S is a collection of a heterogeneous object. Now it's a set. This D is collection of key value pair. Now this is considered as a dictionary. This tuple, this one, this tuple is collection of heterogeneous object, but the representation, these braces, this is considered as a tuple, and the L is collection of again heterogeneous objects but represent with these braces. This is the representation of list, this is the representation of set, this is the representation of the dictionary. Now if I want to process value, I want to process this value from dictionary, then how I can do? With the help of this key. Here in the both of the cases you cannot do slicing. The slicing is not applicable in the case of dictionary, in the case of set. Why so? Because dictionary and set both are unordered pair. Dictionary and set both are unordered pair, and unordered pair you are not supposed to do the slicing. Okay, in the case of list and in the case of tuple, both are ordered pair. In the case of ordered pair, you can do the slicing. Dictionary and set, slicing is not applicable. Then how you can process the item? Now understand that. In the case of this dictionary, okay, I want to process this value. What I have to do? I have to pass this key. I have to pass this key. I have to pass this key. I will pass key and get the appropriate value. Now understand this. In the case of dictionary, I am passing 101. What output I am getting? I am getting Nitin, because this Nitin is associated with 101. This Ravi is associated with 102. Okay, now I want to process 102. So what output I will get? I will get Ravi. Clear? This is the very basic understanding of the dictionary. Now, in the case of set, a very beautiful feature that is implemented with the set, duplicates and trays automatically deleted. So when I press this S, now you can observe it, duplicate and trays automatically removed. One, how many times here? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 times one is there, but in the case of output you are getting one only once. So this is feature of a set, duplicates automatically removed. Okay, so this is very basic understanding of this mutable and immutable data types. Number, I think you get familiar. String, you get familiar. Tuple, you get familiar. List, you get familiar. Dictionary, you get familiar. And set, you get familiar. This is very basics for this concept, because this is the foundation steps. Now you are able to understand each and everything easily, because the most important is mutable and the immutable. In our next class we will describe in great detail what are the rest of these data types. We will explain one by one. Later on we will make the programs over them. In the case of dictionary you will make 10 to 15 programs. In the case of string you will make again 10 to 15 programs, and so on. We will cover almost 150 plus program using these data types. Okay, clear? Any question you can ask me. हाँ जी, if you have any question you can ask me. हाँ जी, पूछो अगर कोई question है तो you can ask me.